Oh, now here's a couple of characters. It's an hour and a half after the start of the Rolex 2015 Sydney Hobart here on Comanche. Well, I've just found Stan Honey and Ken Reid in the bilge. Your first Sydney Hobart, Ken. How about that start?
How about that start, Stan? It was a record. We now hold the record from the starting line to the heads. We just found out. So that's a good sign.
Woohoo! A record! Another record. Chemo Worthington, your first Sydney Hobart. That was
ballsy. It was. We decided early we wanted to kind of go for it. You know, we wanted to be the first out. It was. I don't know. It lined up good, and obviously the boat's pretty quick in that condition. Crew handling was spectacular. Yeah, got a little lucky. Pulled the trigger. I thought we were close to being over. It'll be interesting to see how close we were, and off we go. Now we get the crap kicked out of us for 6-8 hours, and keep her in one piece, and hopefully everything's good.
lumpy gravy till midnight at least.
Lumpy gravy, baby.
All right, well, rock on Comanche. Look at these guys, they're smiling. Get some water into your stand, you're going to be up all night. Chemo's getting his dry top on. So far the boat's going really well. Anyway, we've got wild oats set up over our port hip. I'm going to go outside and get some footage. Okay, whereabouts are we? I'll tell you where we are. We're an hour and a half, only an hour and a half, into the start of the 2015 Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race. Here on Comanche, you can see it's lumpy gravy. We are pounding our way to Hobart. 25 knots, it's going to build into the night. Classic Sydney Hobart, this is what we came for. A brand new boat. Around here, we have all the boys in their business suits. Some people wear Armani, we wear Gore-Tex. These are $2,000 business suits. We are at work. Set up over there on our port hip. Wild Oats is out there. She's about 3/4 of a mile away. She's pounding her way to Hobart. Tony Mutter on the wheel, working very hard. It's going to be lumpy gravy all the way till midnight. Hopefully it's going to back down a little bit from there. But we're just going to hook in and hang on and take what comes. So far, so good. I don't know if any of you saw the start. Holy smoke, that was a hell of a start coming down the harbour. I hope someone in those helicopters got some good footage, because I want to watch it later when I get to Hobart. That was really, really fun. I can't remember much of it. It happened real quick. Classic Sydney Hobart though. This is classic southerly Hobart. You can see Wild Oats over there. She's got a couple of reefs in and a little jib on our port hip. Right there where we can keep an eye on her. She's going to be pushing us all the way. It is a very, very worthy competitor. And all the other big boats in this race are very worthy competitors for us. We're going to have to work real hard. Casey Smith, you're the boat captain. You've been in this project from the very beginning. 2 hours into the race, here we are going upwind in 25 knots. What are your thoughts so far with the boat?
So far so good. We're about 1.5 meters, 2 meters swell running. We're starting to drop off a couple and give it a bit of shake around. One little noise so far, but no structure damage, all good.
Good one, mate. Casey's from Queensland, he's taking him to Tasmania. Thought it's going to get colder. See how we cope with that. We'll come back to him in a couple of days. He'll probably be begging for mercy. They've done a great job with this boat, building it. Really happy so far. problem with these big boats, if you didn't know, they're so long, they don't set up on the wave cycle very well. So you end up sitting across 2 or 3 waves and you end up doing a lot of slapping. Whereas the smaller boats actually fit into the wave cycle, they can go up and down the waves. We are doing 14 knots, which is pretty good. But it's hard going, as you can see, through the seascape. Fabulous action here. Some people might wonder why anyone would want to do this. I can tell you why I'm doing this, because I love doing this. I love it. All these guys love it. True. Hobart. With pace. We're 2 hours into the race, but how about that start? The start of the race was sensational. What do you think, fellas?
It was sensational, Juggy.
Yeah. Sean?
I have no idea, that's it.
Sean had his eyes shut. He was crapping his pants. Jimmy enjoyed it. We set a record for fastest boat ever out of the head, so that's something we've got going for us. That start was absolutely sensational. Still flat out trimming the Comanche. It's a game of inches here right now. Every inch, every yard, we're grinding this boat all the way to Hobart right now. Boys are working pretty hard. See, we're still going upwind. Quite lumpy, but it has smoothed out quite a lot actually, and the water's still reasonably warm, which is pretty nice. But it will get a bit cooler as we get down the coast, of course. Coming in on here, down to Jervis Bay. We're going into the first night, entering Jervis, going around Jervis Bay.
In a board state, now. He's attacked.
Sorry. Can you help him? We're in the baby stay here so we can tack the boat. Dan Honey, the money man. He's been on deck giving the boys a rundown of what they can expect as we go into the evening here. Guys are getting themselves set up for their night routine. Still going to be a bumpy old night. It's been quite a busy night here on the Comanche. The short version is we are still locked horns are still locked horns with the wild oats just sitting near the leeward. We've been battling her all night, covering her all through the night, many tacks. We've got a really gnarly sail change to our biggest jib. We're still going upwind. Quite a test of man and machine last night in the lumpy conditions. A lot of water over the deck. Boys are getting punished doing the sail changes. Quite a nice morning out here really for sailing though, I've got to tell you. Been quite a night out there, going upwind in lumpy conditions. The short version is we are still locked horns with the wild oats just sitting there on our leeward quarter. We've been tacking with her all night. Boys have been working very hard. The lighter conditions have not helped us and they have helped her a little bit. It's going to be a battle all the way to the finish.
Hold. What's going on with that sail up there where it's black?
That's a stanchion patch rolling off.
Put that back. That's like you ever got.
Here it goes, just after midday here on the 27th on Comanche, middle of Bass Strait. The wind has vacated the area. You can see the situation we're in. We're fully rigged for light air sailing. The worst part about this is that boat that would not go away has got away. Light air rocket ship, that's Wild Oats, has rolled us in the last 4 or 5 hours. She's now 3 or 4 miles in front of us. And now we are chasing her. This is very frustrating. Not much wind out here. I'll show you the numbers here. 4 knots of breeze, 4 knots of boat speed. That is not what this boat was built for. We want 40 knots of breeze and 40 knots of boat speed. Here we are in the middle of Bass Strait. You can see the breeze has dropped considerably. The boat that would not go away, that was hanging onto our tail Wild Oats, has now rolled us in the light air. She performs a lot better than us in the light air. These fat bottom girls do not like light air. She's now about 4 or 5 miles right in front of us and we are chasing her. This is so frustrating. See the guys all on the foredeck, the boat's totally rigged for light air sailing. This was something we were not expecting or looking forward to. Well, this isn't what we were expecting, Ken.
This is a bit of a shame. We got to keep our heads up though, because we were kind of keeping track of our boys through the night, a mile or 2 lead, very pleased with their speed, and expecting to beat this trough, and all of a sudden this trough expanded, literally expanded, and it's just engulfing us from the rear, and the guys behind us have been going 0 forever. At least we're moving. But you know what? If there's one condition we knew we would struggle against this other boat, it's this big, lumpy, light air, and we thought we were going to avoid it in this race. Here we are at the infamous Bass Strait, and it's not delivering what the travel brochure said, unfortunately. So we take our lumps here now and hope that we got another lane to come. That's all we can do.
Well, we've still got half a race to go.
Half a race to go. So stranger things have happened. They're still in sight, but they're awfully. We need to hurry and get out of this mess. If we can just extend forward enough and the trough stops moving to the south, that's the problem. It's moved to the south far more than any weather forecaster thought. So we got to get moving, Juggy.
Okay, let's crack the whip. Okay, I've decided we're going to go really fast now.
We'll just take this right now. We take this breeze for the next 3 hours, but unfortunately, as quickly as it comes in, it disappears.